You know, you are doing something, you're working on things and so on, and even that if they are going well, even if they don't go well, in both cases you have always like multiple ideas. Like for us humans, the number one trait that we have, or strength, besides all the animals, we have the power of reason, which is our thinking. We have these random thoughts coming in and so on, and coming from our subconscious mind. But anyways, the point is that I like to take this paper down, this white paper. You have the access. Here's your brain, here's the pen, here is your fucking hand, and you have the chance, the opportunity to literally draw out anything you want, anything your mind sees, wish for. You are able, you have the power to take that pen and write that down. Make an art piece, you know? For example, like in business, when you are creating, business is an art, all right? It's really an art. And it's the biggest sport ever. It's bigger than soccer, not soccer, I don't like the word soccer, football, basketball, hockey, anything. And there's a lot of components, small things that you have to put together as an entrepreneur. Like there's a lot of skills you need actually to be great at what you are doing. And sometimes just because we have, especially we are entrepreneurs, we have these crazy ideas, a lot of them. For me, I'm sitting sometimes like this, closing my eyes, not even closing, and I see a lot of like systems, ideas that are already playing out and so on. And what I want to say is that you have to focus at one thing. Especially, for example, if you're starting out, you have to focus on one thing. You cannot focus on multiple things. Because the perfection is made when you are going, discovering, and executing one pathway, alright? Otherwise, you're just gonna miss a lot of things inside that pathway if you're gonna decide to go to the second. Just to put idea in, like you have 100% of capacity level here. And you decide to go two roads. One road takes 20% and the other takes 80%. And you say your number one thing is that path of 80%. But still, there is 20% taken off to the second pathway. And what is happening? Those 20% can be a game changer, because those 20% are your thoughts when, for example, you know, you're eating and you're thinking about your business, what you're doing and so on. It can be in dates, it can be you're out playing basketball, whatever. Those are the thoughts. Those 20% go somewhere else. And you lose those 20% that you can actually give in this pathway, in your main focus. So with that said, I used to be a guy, when I was in e-commerce, I used to be the guy who had a lot of thoughts, even right now, like ideas, crazy explosions, like that's normal. But I try to do everything, you know. I didn't remember how in English this fruit is called. But anyways, it's tasty. I was the guy who had multiple ideas and so on. I wanted to do everything. I had like 5 projects at one hand and so on. Like there is no problem, of course, with that. But the question is how serious you are about that pathway that you're taking. Because if you are all in, and if you want to achieve the excellence of that pathway at that moment, at your capacity that you're able to perform, then you have to go all in, and there's no other second girlfriend, third girlfriend, fifth wife, and so on. And what I mean with these wives are second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth pathway project. You're just gonna be a loser, actually, in the main pathway. Of course, you have to wait the cost of opportunity. For example, if you're doing something, maybe there is actually something better and you're just missing out, because it's a huge skill of quitting, actually. everyone is saying never quit and so on. Yes, it's the attitude, and I agree with that, but you have to quit if you really like there's 40-year-old fathers, parents, and so on, people 50-year-old, why they are not successful? Because they stick with something and they said, I never gonna give up. But the reality is that just that thing really sucked. That opportunity really sucked. It wasn't aligned with their skills, for example, or with timing and so on. So there is an art actually of quitting. And there must be put attention of that, because you have to always wait the opportunities and the timing, and also your skill set, and also your internal passion, your desire. Because how can you be the greatest one? Like, you can be 100% sure at what you're doing is when you do what you love, because then the capacity increases to the fullest 100% level. If you do something and it's great opportunity, but you don't love it, but it's great opportunity, then but you don't love it, the reality, just think logically a little bit, you're just gonna be losers. So you have to ask always yourself a question: from all these ideas crazy that I have right now, which one is really truly the one that is aligned with my internal me? Because then you're gonna have the motivation to go inside the field and have that passion towards the journey. And you're gonna be in that growth hacker's mindset, actually, how I can do that, how I can figure out this, how can I growth hack these funnels, how I can make this better, how can I build my art piece a truly mine? Because that's what in art world people value. How Da Vinci is had put his craziness inside that, how Picasso and other famous, these days famous artists have done. People pay for your art, if you really think about that, and business is really like that. People pay for your art with an exchange the value, which is money in this case. So with that said, I have had multiple crazy ideas and so on, even still have. I have my clear goal right now. For example, you have to have clear pathway. Of course, it's gonna not be like 100% crystal clean. Otherwise, you wouldn't be excited, because we are excited because we don't know what's next. We are curious. Otherwise, we would all be dead. There would be no purpose. So you have to have pathway, at least a little journey. For example, for me, I know that right now, agency itself, yes, there is an internal alignment also, and also in diversity. And I just said like there cannot be second and third project. But as I said, you have to value the opportunities. Right now, I am on the stage in life where it's cash flow business. So what I'm doing, I am generating cash. Yes, I am aligning it with also what I love, but I know that after that, actually, they're gonna be the real business where I am going right now. That next level gonna get me to the billion, and afterwards. And why do I want that billion? Yes, of course, there comes also egoistic, selfish reasons in the package included when you achieve the billion, which is like, you're billion, you have billion, you're a billionaire. But for me, what it really does, it just opens the scope of access that I am giving to the world. And what I mean with this is that I am able to push to the world what's inside my mind. Right now, I can do that also, even if you're at millions. I can do that even right now, but not really, because that's not the real game, guys. The real game is really when you have full control of what you are doing. And yes, we have right now full control. But for example, funny story, we had one of our Stripe accounts frozen, and we haven't got even response for 3 weeks, and there wasn't anything. There was zero disputes, chargebacks, anything wrong, and they just froze our money. So they have power, and it can be millions, it can be 9 figures, and so on. The thing I'm trying to say, you have to find a pathway that you truly love, that you see right now. It's probably gonna change after the years, but that's the game. That is what keeps us excited and alive. So with that said, you have multiple ideas. I have had also multiple ideas, sketches on my whiteboards, my notes, and so on. But focus on one thing, and the thing that you truly love. A thing that you wake up and you are, hey there, it's a new day, and let's twist you up a little bit. Let's show to the world what we are capable of. You have to speak with your business literally like with your girl, with a woman, with a lady. Treat it as a gentleman, as an artist, and show the fucking world what's inside your mind. The only thing we do, and it is really bad, is regret. So you have to ask yourself a question. Which pain you like the most? Which pain you like better? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? I think you want to go with discipline. So get your fucking ass up, and whatever you are doing you are on it right now, do it through its excellence. Ciao.